Imagine an Ohio dusk, where fireflies dance and a family's laughter spills from a weathered porch until a single truth silences it all. Nathan's 31, lean and restless, sitting at his parents' table as the clink of forks fades. His mom, the family's iron core, leans in, eyes sharp. "When are you bringing a girl home?" 30 seconds in, and you'll see why Nathan's answer shatters their world. Because he's gay. And admitting it tonight unleashes a storm that's been brewing for years. It's September 2023, the air crisp with fall's first bite. Nathan's the eldest in a tight-knit clan, 2 years ahead of Ethan, 29, the easygoing joker, and 4 over Sophie, 27, the soft-spoken fixer. Their dad, a wiry mechanic, keeps peace by keeping quiet. While mom rules with tradition, Sunday roasts, church hymns, grandkids her unspoken creed. Nathan's carved a different path, marketing exec, passport thick with stamps, a life of late-night laughs with friends. He's known he's gay since 16, a secret he's held close, dodging mom's hints with a grin. "You'll settle down soon," she'd say, pouring gravy, her smile a quiet command. He'd nod, let it slide until now. Tonight's a casual supper, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, the usual hum. Nathan's back from Chicago, buzzing with tales of jazz bars and city lights. When mom pivots, "No nice girls there?" she asks, half teasing, half probing. Nathan sets his fork down, heart thudding. "No, Mom, I'm gay, I've always been. I'm not looking for a wife." The room freezes, Ethan's jaw drops. Sophie's eyes widen. Dad's knife scrapes his plate. Mom's face twists, a mask of shock and fury. "What?" she snaps, voice rising. "That's a sin. You're ruining this family." Nathan blinks sin. "They barely go to church. It's who I am," he says, steady, but she's already unraveling. "You're selfish, throwing away everything we built. No legacy, no decency." Dad stares at his food. Mute as stone. Ethan shifts, uneasy. Sophie fidgets, avoiding eyes. Nathan tries reason. "I'm happy. Mom, I don't need kids or a wife." But she cuts him off. "You're the eldest. It's your duty to carry us on, not this disgrace." Her words sting, venom laced with betrayal. Nathan's chest tightens. He's not just disappointing her, he's defiling her vision. Dinner ends in silence. Meatloaf cold, the fracture raw. Mom's glare follows him out, a promise of war. Nathan's truth is out, and the cost is just beginning. If Nathan's fight grabs you, smash that like, share his stand, and subscribe to Heart Stories. More battles of grit are coming. Autumn leaves swirl outside Nathan's apartment window, a quiet refuge from the storm that erupted at that family dinner. It's October 2023, weeks since he dropped the truth "I'm gay" and watched his mom's world crumble. At 31, Nathan's no stranger to standing alone. Caleb's exit at 18 left echoes, but this cut deeper. Mom's voice, sin, disgrace, loops in his head. A bitter refrain he's determined to drown out. He doesn't bend or break. Instead, he doubles down on the life he's built, career sharp, friendships tight, a freedom that's his alone. At his core, Nathan knows he doesn't need their blessing to be whole. Home was once a haven, Ohio's rolling hills. Mom's meatloaf, Dad's quiet nods. Now it's a battlefield. After that night, Nathan drives back to Columbus. 100 miles from their judgment, his sedan cutting through fog. Mom's calls start short, clipped. "You'll regret this," she says, voice tight. "Come to your senses." He lets them ring out. Her texts piling up. "You're tearing us apart." Ethan texts too. Softer, she's mad. "But I get you," while Sophie stays silent, her absence loud. Dad's a ghost, as always. Nathan doesn't flinch. He's out since 20, a decade of living true. Bars with neon buzz, pride flags flapping. Friends who don't blink at his boyfriends. Mom knew, he thought, buried under her denial. Now it's war, and he's not retreating. Works his anchor, marketing exec at a sleek firm, pitching campaigns with a steady hand. He's good. Damn good, clients nod. Bonuses stack. Last week, he nails a pitch for a craft beer brand, the team toasting him with IPAs. "You're a rock," his boss grins, clapping his shoulder. Nathan smiles, but it's hollow. Mom's selfish sting still. He shakes it off, diving into late nights, spreadsheets, coffee, a hum of focus. Travels his escape, Chicago's jazz dives, Miami's sun-soaked piers. He's just back from a weekend fling. A bartender named Leo with a laugh like summer. No strings. Just life, his rules. His joy. Friends fill the gaps family left. There's Marcus, a burly gym rat who's known him since college, first to hug him when he came out. Screw him, Marcus says over wings at their dive bar. You're enough, Jenna, a sharp-tongued artist, drags him to gallery hops. Her wife Tara cooking for them after. They're his tribe, loud, loyal. A chorus against mom's hymns. Nathan joins a queer book club too. Dog-eared novels, debates over whiskey. You're not alone. A guy named Sam tells him, passing a glass. He nods, feeling it, roots deeper than blood. Mom's barbs keep coming. Thanksgiving looms. And she mails a card. Family's all you've got. Don't throw it away. Nathan tosses it. Unopened. He's not hiding. His Instagram's alive with Leo's grin. Pride pins glinting. Disgrace, he mutters. Scrolling. This is me. Nights. He unwinds alone. Vinyl spinning Springsteen. A beer in hand. He's known since 16, kissing a boy behind the bleachers, heart racing. Mom's denial doesn't rewrite that. He's not her legacy, he's Nathan. Unapologetic. Standing firm. Her war's not his to fight. This life, this truth, is. November's chill seeps into Ohio, and Nathan's world teeters on a razor's edge. It's 2023, 2 months since he came out at that fateful dinner. And at 31, he's braced for fallout. His mom's disdain, sin, disgrace has festered. Her calls now rare but venomous. Nathan's carved a life in Columbus, work humming. Friends a shield, but Thanksgiving looms. A family ritual he can't dodge. He drives the 100 miles back, steeling himself for the inevitable. What he finds isn't just rejection. It's a crusade to erase him, and the exile that follows tests every ounce of his grit. The house glows with tradition, turkey roasting, cranberries simmering. Mom's table is shrine to her ideals. Nathan steps in, coat damp from drizzle, nodding to Ethan, 29, all easy grins, and Sophie, 27, her smile tight. Dad's in his recliner, TV murmuring football, avoiding eyes. Mom bustles, apron crisp, but her warmth stops at Nathan. You're late, she snaps. No hug, no hello. Dinner starts civil. Ethan chats about his mechanic gig. Sophie mentions her nursing shift, but Mom's gaze drills Nathan. Still no girlfriend? She asks, voice syrupy with spite. He sighs. I'm gay, Mom. You know that. Her fork clatters. Don't say that here. She hisses. Not at my table, it's wrong. The room tenses. Ethan freezes mid-bite. Sophie stares at her plate. Dad mutes the TV but stays put. Nathan's calm phrase, it's who I am, he says. Firm, Mom erupts. It's a choice. A sin you're spitting on this family. Her voice cracks. Tears welling, but it's anger. Not sorrow. I raised you better. Nathan pushes back. You raised me to be honest. This is it. She slams her hand down. You're no son of mine if you keep this up. Ethan cuts in. Mom, ease up. He's still Nathan. But Sophie whispers. Maybe she's right. It's not normal. Nathan's gut twists. Sophie too? Dad clears his throat. Let's eat. But the damage is done. Days later, Mom escalates. Nathan's at his apartment when Ethan calls. She's holding a family meeting about you. He drives back, wary, arriving to a living room thick with judgment. Mom, Dad, Ethan, Sophie. Even Aunt Ruth and Uncle Pete on Zoom. Mom stands, Bible in hand, new since her church kick. Nathan's lost, she declares. Living in sin, shaming us. He needs to repent or leave this family. Nathan blinks. Repent? I'm not broken, he says. Voice steady. She thrusts a pamphlet at him. Conversion therapy. All crosses and promises. Fix this, or you're out. Legacy. Trust. All of it. Ethan protests. This is crazy. Mom, he's fine. Sophie hedges. I just want us whole. She's hurting. Dad shifts. Silent. Aunt Ruth chimes. Think of her. Nathan, he doesn't bend. I'm not your project, he says, tossing the pamphlet. Mom's eyes blaze. Then you're no son. The room splits. Ethan grabs his arm. I've got you. But Sophie tears up, siding with Mom. Dad stares at the floor. Useless. Back in Columbus, It worsens. Mom posts on Facebook. When your own blood turns from God, pray. Cousins call, why hurt her? Uncles text Bible verses. Nathan's inbox floods with guilt, but he blocks them. Jaw set. At work, he's off, misses a deadline. Snaps at Marcus. She's exiling me. He admits over beers. Marcus nods. You're still you, screw their hate. Thanksgiving's echo lingers. Mom's crusade. Sophie's waver. Dad's void. Nathan's outcast now. Not just shunned but erased. His phone's quiet, but the weight's loud. He's fought to stand firm. Career, friends, truth, but this exile cuts deep. Will he hold? Or will their hate crack him? December's frost bites Ohio, and Nathan's world hangs by a thread. It's 2023, weeks since Thanksgiving's wreckage. Mom's crusade branding him sinful. Sophie's wavering loyalty. Dad's mute retreat. At 31, Nathan's clung to his life in Columbus, work a lifeline. Friends a fortress, but the exile gnaws. His phone's a graveyard of blocked numbers. Mom's Facebook post, pray for lost souls, a viral wound. He's weathered her hate, but now she's forcing a final reckoning. Under a gray sky, Nathan faces the choice, bow or break free, and the cost will redefine him. It starts with a text, Mom, Kurt, coffee, tomorrow. We need to talk. Nathan's gut churns. He's done dodging. He agrees. Driving back to their small town, the diner's neon buzz a stark contrast to his dread. She's there, hair tight, coat buttoned, Bible on the table like a gavel. No hello? Just a stare. I've prayed. She begins. Voice cold, but you're still lost. This gay nonsense ended, or you're no son of mine. Nathan blinks. Nonsense? It's not a phase, he says. Steady. It's me. Her eyes narrow. It's a choice, a disgrace. Repent, or I'm done. She slides that pamphlet, conversion therapy, across. Its edges worn. Fix yourself, she snaps. Or you're out. Family. Trust. Everything. The air thickens. Nathan's mind flashes. Mom baking pies at 10, hugging him at 15, then sneering at 31. I'm not broken, he says, voice rising. You're the one who needs fixing. Your hate, your control. She flinches, tears brimming, but it's fury, not regret. You're killing me, she cries, slamming the table. No grandkids, no legacy, just shame. Nathan stands, coffee untouched. I'm not your trophy. I'm done begging for love you won't give. She grabs his wrist. Desperate. Last chance, choose us. He pulls free. Eyes hard. I choose me. He walks out. Her sob echoing. The doors jingle a final note. Back in Columbus, the fallout hits fast. Ethan calls. She's serious. Nate, you're out of the trust. Nathan's not shocked. It's not the money, it's the erasure. Mom's next move stings deeper. A family email. Nathan's turned from God and us. Pray for him. Aunts flood his voicemail. How could you? Cousins text venom. Selfish fag. Sophie's message cuts sharpest. I love you. But Mom's right, it's wrong. Nathan's hands shake, blocking them all. Ethan drives up, beers in hand. She's nuts, he says. Cracking one. I'm with you. Nathan nods. Grateful. But the rift widens. Dad's silent. Sophie's gone. Work falters. Nathan's pitches miss. His focus splits. Marcus drags him to their bar. They don't deserve you, he growls, shoving wings his way. Jenna's softer. You're enough, always were. Nathan downs a shot. Resolve hardening. Mom's hate isn't his burden. He deletes her number, mutes her online. Each click a cut, each cut a release. Christmas nears. Ethan texts. She sat in an empty chair, cried all night. Nathan's chest aches. Love twisted to guilt, but he doesn't waver. He hosts his own night. Marcus, Jenna, Sam from book club, laughing over takeout. Pride flag up. This is family, he thinks. Clinking glasses. The cord severed. Not just a tie, but a chain. Mom's diner ultimatum was her war, not his victory. Nathan's not unscathed. Sophie's words echo. Dad's absence burns, but he's free. He walks home. Snow crunching, breath fogging. At 31, he's not her son anymore. He's Nathan. Gay and unbroken. Forging a path she can't touch. The cost is steep, but the peace is his. Winter melts into spring, and Ohio's gray yields to green, mirroring a shift in Nathan's soul. It's March 2024, 3 months since he cut the cord at that diner. Mom's ultimatum, the severed trust, the family's exile. At 31, Nathan's weathered the storm, his Columbus life a patchwork of work and friends, stitched with defiance. The wounds linger, Sophie's betrayal, Dad's silence, but he's not drowning. Under a tentative sun, Nathan finds peace not in their approval, but in the path he's forged, a truth stronger than their hate. The fallout settles into quiet. Mom's calls stop after Christmas. Ethan says she's praying harder. Her Bible now a fixture. Nathan's inbox stays empty. No more venom from cousins or pleas from aunts. Ethan's his lifeline, driving up monthly. Beers and updates in tow. She's a mess. He says one night, cracking a bottle, but it's her mess. Sophie's distant, her last text, I miss you, unanswered. Her loyalty to Mama wall. Dad sends a postcard, generic. Hope you're well, his handwriting shaky. Nathan tucks it away. A relic of what won't heal. He's not their son now. Not in their eyes. But he's not lost. Work steadies, Nathan's back on form. Pitching campaigns with fire. A promotion lands, senior exec. A corner office with a view. You've earned it. His boss says, grinning. He nods. Pride flickering, Mom's selfish fades in that glow. Friends rally closer. Marcus hosts poker nights. Jenna paints him into her canvases. Sam from book club shares novels. They're his chosen family, loud and warm. No Bible wielded. Nathan dives deeper, volunteers at a queer youth center. Mentors kids like he was at 16, scared but bold. You're enough. He tells a teen, echoing what he's fought to believe. Nights. He unwinds, vinyl spinning Bowie. A glass of red. His apartment a sanctuary of his own making. Mom tries once a letter. January. Postmarked home. I miss my boy, she writes. Come back to us, God can fix this. No sorry. No shift, just guilt in cursive. Nathan reads it. Chest tight, then burns it over the sink. Ash curling. I'm fixed. He mutters, watching it fade. Ethan hears her out, says she's softer. Maybe cracking, but Nathan's done waiting. She'd have to see me. He tells Ethan, really see me. Spring break. Ethan pulls back too, text slow. A quiet no contact brewing. She's leaning on Sophie now. He says, shrugging. Nathan feels it, relief. Not regret. Sophie's calls stop. She's Mom's soldier. The weight hers alone. Therapy's his compass, weekly. A gruff counselor named Paul. You're not the villain? Paul says, leaning back. They chose control, you chose you. Nathan unpacks it. Guilt for Ethan. Ache for Dad. Anger at Mom's God. I'm gay. Not a curse, he says. Voice firm. Paul nods. That's your piece, own it. It sinks in. Freedom's not their nod. But his truth. Work blooms, a Chicago trip. A raise? A date with a lawyer named Chris. All easy smiles and shared playlists. Friends toast him. Marcus roars. To Nate. Unbowed! And Nathan laughs. Light. He's not just surviving. He's thriving. Scars and all. One dusk, he walks the Scioto River, breeze cool, skyline glinting. Mom's shadow fades, her hates hers, not his. Ethan's a brother still, Sophie a ghost. Dad a question mark. Nathan's family's here, friends, kids he lifts. Chris's hand brushing his. Living true didn't need their yes, it's his freedom. Hard won and bright. Peace isn't their table. It's this path. His own. Living true takes guts. Nathan found it beyond their storm. What's your truth worth fighting for? Drop it below. And if his path hits home, like, share, and subscribe to Heart Stories for more.